Hi folks, Doug here. Ellis Car Customs, where there's nothing fancy on the menu, just good cooking. Anyway, I still can't thank everybody enough for all the kindness you've shown me, and it's definitely appreciated. Like I say, we're getting back into the swing of things, and with that said, I started a little thing a couple videos ago where I would give a shout out to somebody, and then of course life happened and I sort of fell off there a little bit. So if you have a small channel like mine and you think a mention by me will help you out, leave your name and or channel or whatever in my comments, and I'll do my part to give you a shout. The channels I shouted out the first time there, they were very nice. Old man in Festerton even did this whole skit in the beginning of his video. I got a real kick out of that. And Chris Ellis, the other one, he thanked me in his video, and hopefully you're still visiting those guys, because we want to help out our brothers in arms, so to speak. And yeah, so if you have a little channel and you think a shout out from my little channel will help your little channel, by all means leave your information in my comments and I'll do what I can. Which, you know, who are we fooling? I'm not that big. Let me show you today's menu, so to speak. I finished fabricating up that brace there, so we can I'm going to use the other Fender for a pattern. It comes back down to that mirror image thing. I'm going to make a mirror image of what I've got to create here, and that's what we'll work on first, and then we'll have to get to that dent and figure out just what we're going to do there. Because if you look at it from over top, you can see it got into the wheel well. That's kind of curved in some, and of course that's curved in. But I know it was mentioned the holes might have been not only for dent pulling, but for a lot of people would leave the holes, or they would drill holes because they'd force filler in there and it would curl around and grab. But there was no sign that that was ever the case. I think they just brazed up the holes and piled filler on top of it. But I have seen it done both ways. If they were going to do the whole force the Bondo through the holes thing, they wouldn't have brazed up the holes, I don't think. But yeah, if you've got a lay-on filler so thick that you need it to squish like toothpaste through tubes and melt around like fingers to hold it on there, you may be putting it on too thick. But I'll bring you back when I get a little bit work done here. So this is more of our TAD, tape assisted design. But I don't think I need a piece this big. I just figured I would trace it out a little oversized so I could match it up with the Fender that I'm working on, to figure out just how big the piece actually has to be. I figure, you know, where I put the dotted lines, I know I have to put a curve in it, you know, because it swoops. Same thing here. This line kind of peters out and then turns flat at the bottom. But we'll see how that works out. I'll hold it up against the other Fender and figure out just how big a piece I need to make. So we've got our pattern flown up on there. I stuck a light behind it so you can see, you know, that we don't need that big a piece. But I just wanted to make sure I had enough of a pattern where I could line it up with the lines on the fender and line it up with the lines over here. So what it does is, yeah, I'll move that out of the way. It kind of follows along there, comes over there, meets there. So we just got to get rid of this ugliness here, but we don't need quite that big a piece. So that's what we'll do. I'll mark off how much of this I actually do need, and we'll make something. I'll bring you back. So there, she's all welded on there. Close enough to where all we got to do is smooth her out. Come around the back side here. Our little homemade brace there to continue that. Like I said, this thing here, once it's in the car, you'll never see it. But it follows everywhere it's supposed to follow. So that's good. So I like it. I guess next thing is to move on to that dent and figure out exactly how I'm going to fix that. I'll bring you back. So this is a good way to tell how far that dent is pushed in. I got that straight edge on there. Look at all that daylight you can see there up until about that point. But yeah, that's quite deep. I mean, granted, the fender should be a little rounded, you know, like see if I can do this, sort of rounded out a little bit like that, but this is definitely concave. Alright, I'll see what I can do. So it's always good to have a oddball supply of tools. I mean, obviously, if you're going to do body work, you want a few different shaped dollies and hammers. This dolly has a nice rounded edge to it. And what I'm doing with this, on the back side, where that fender lip curls out, I'm chasing this thing along that curve while I'm taking this hammer here and bringing that lip back out to where it's supposed to be, because this thing here being up against the curve, you're just hitting out on the lip and moving it out. And I had this, it's not really a body tool, but I don't even know where I happened across this big huge chunk of steel. I mean, that thing is all there. But I lay this up against the outside there to beat out on it to try to bring it out even, and then going around tapping, shrinking a little bit just so it doesn't oil can on me. You know, when I get it popped out, you don't want to be able to push on it and have it pop back in on you. But yeah, you can see where this lip is a little screwy. I'm just running this up around the outside of that lip while I tap the inside to try to bring this out. But we got a little bit more to go, and I think we can save it. Well, I've been asked sometimes what I use to heat my shop. That's it right there. Nothing fancy there. Hopefully by next winter I'll have something better to heat with. But at least I have insulation, which I didn't have last winter. But getting back to this fender, I've got this thing pounded out fairly straight to where all it'll need is a skim coat to smarten it up. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah. I mean, someday, if I become a rich man, maybe I'll buy new fenders. But like I said, what fun is it to just slap on fenders when you can tinker, right? Not everybody can afford new fenders. So that's what we got. We got that pounded out. Tomorrow will be Bondo Day. I'll have to see if one of my cats shows up for Bondo Day. Anyways, that's what I got for you today. Like I said, if you have a little channel like mine and you think that me giving you a shout out will help you out, I'll be more than happy to do it. Just leave your name in the comments and we'll make it happen. Don't forget, if you're new here, we have a Facebook group, Ellis Car Customs on Facebook. And if you're building a hot rod or have something you'd like to show off, post it up over there. We'd all like to see it. And I'm going to get up out of here. So, till next time, take care and we'll see you.